Peace, people. What's going on? This is Boogie from Boogie's Place. It's my opinion. You know how we do it. It's my new sports channel on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And please, man, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, man. Don't cost you nothing. So anyway, man, I'm going to talk about a couple things that's going on my New York Knickerbockers. And we're going to talk about we gonna talk about Fulio, man. Fulio be bugging me out, man. You know that fucking Kevin Durant. So you know how we do it, man. Let me dig you to my crate, man. We gonna talk about it. Yes, sir. You know how we do it, man. Boogie's Place. We in there. So listen, man. First off, I want to talk about my New York Knicks, man. My New York Knicks, man. They that loss the other night against the Pistons, man. I don't even want to remember the score. But that loss to the Detroit Pistons was kind of shameful, man. And they had two of their best players out, bro. Like Cunningham just ate us up, man. Bro, he must have had like 40 points. I don't even have the box score in front of me, but he must have had at least 40 points, man. He was fucking. Listen, first of all, Brunson can't guard him. That's a given. But the way the Knicks, it seemed like to me, man, with the Knicks, man, I love my New York Knickerbockers, and I like the way they're put together. But it seemed like something is missing. That enforcer dude, that dude who can. Like, we need an enforcer. We need somebody on the bench who can inspire us, you know, get down and dirty. And we don't have that. You know, I noticed that we don't have that. And the other thing I noticed about the Knicks is, man, is when we play like more athletic teams, then the Knicks are a good defensive team. But when they play those high quality athletic teams, those teams that have a guard who can he's quick on the floor and can score. When you have a team like that dude from the 76ers, the rookie Hedgecomb, I think his name is. When you have somebody like that, and you got a Maxey or somebody in that nature, it seemed like they just eat the Knicks up alive, man. Like the Knicks just can't guard nobody. When they get them athletic teams that come into play, it's like the Knicks just fall apart, bro. Like every now and then they'll put a good defensive stretch together, but they don't just get beat. They get blown out. And then they play the mid to low level teams, and they whoop, and then they beat up on them. They go a 7-game stretch here, a 6-game stretch here, and then as soon as a Detroit or a Phoenix or well, not even a Phoenix, but one of those kind of teams come in there with one of the better teams, and they always seem to lose, and they always seem to lose bad. And listen, for what it's worth, man, I respect Tom Thibodeau. And the one thing I missed about Tom Thibodeau was the Knicks were a lot tougher under Tom Thibodeau. They had a lot more swag under Tom Thibodeau. You know what I mean? They fought a lot harder under Tom Thibodeau. Now, I cursed Mike Johnson in the beginning of the year. I did. The Knicks were really, really playing like shit. And I didn't think he was really putting things together the way he should be with the roster that we had. But he put a couple of games together, got a couple of wins, but it's just the Knicks are lacking something. Especially when it comes down to playing the better teams. They're lacking something. Now, I don't know if they waiting for the playoffs but these are big games that they playing. Last night, they coming off the All-Star game break. They are without their two best players. Two of their best players. The Durant and Stewart. I think that's his name, Durant. But anyway, the center and Stewart. And shit, man, I wish we had a fucking Stewart on our team. You know what I mean? Isaiah Stewart. Now, what? Another thing I'm going to get into. Draymond Green, I could never fucking stand. I can't stand him. I think he's one of the fakest NBA gangsters. I mean, he's just a 2000 fake ass NBA gangster. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The NBA is getting a little chippy now. You know, it ain't as soft as they was in the early 2000s. You know, they were just soft. You know what I mean? People just running around doing any fucking thing. Draymond running around the league just terrorizing people. And nobody would never challenge him. And I couldn't fucking understand for me what the fuck is going on with the league that nobody won't turn around and punch him in the face. I swear, I'm just waiting for somebody to turn around and just punch Draymond in the face. Because back in the day, they would have punched Draymond in the face, knocked him to the floor, and they would have ate that fine like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how they was rolling back in the day. But nowadays, this dude, he run around, everybody, oh, he must have a mental problem. No. It's just that he y'all let him get away with that shit. Nevertheless, there is one person who I think is truly an NBA gangster, and that is Isaiah Stewart. I gotta give it to him, man. Isaiah Stewart is a NBA gangster. That boy terrorized the league, man. That boy, listen, I know one time, all I know is that boy is a beast, man. And he wanted to punch your boy in the face. I can't remember what team or what it was for, but he punched your boy in the face, in the back, before the game. Now, he's an NBA gangster. That boy ready to throw hands. Anytime something go down, he ready to defend his teammates, man. He right there in the mix of everything. And that is the kind of motherfucker you need on your team. That's the kind of motherfucker the Knicks need on their team. Because you got Isaiah Stewart on your team, man. Listen, the Knicks really need an enforcer. We need somebody to get New York style. You know what I mean? If you want to be New York, get somebody in there who can enforce some things, man. Who gonna have Brunson back? Who gonna have OG back? Because a lot of times, the Knicks be looking kind of soft, man. I see them, man, a lot of times they be trying to walk away from a fight instead of getting into one. You know what I mean? Instead of getting into the mix, they always trying to play the, that's that Brunson lead. Brunson is a cool, calm individual. You don't like all that bullshit. But sometimes you got to get physical. And the Knicks, they seem to lack a little physicalness. So, I don't know, man. Anyway, I want to talk about one other thing with the Knicks that I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling them phasing out your boy, man. I forget his name. The guard. I forget his name. I can't remember his name for nothing. I'm so damn mad about the Knicks losing the other night to the Pistons. Kolek, man. I am so mad that they got Kolek sitting on the bench like that, man. I'm mad that Kolek, they phasing him out, man. And I think Kolek is a very, very, very underrated player, man. Kolek is a beast, man. And I think with Kolek, the Knicks can go somewhere. The Knicks can do some things, man. They put Kolek in the lineup, man. I think the Knicks, sometimes I think the Knicks run a lot better with Kolek in the lineup, man. So, I don't know, man. The Knicks need to get it together, man. And I'm just not feeling none of that shit. And as far as Durant. Durant, you know what? I think I'm going to save that because Durant need a whole video about. I got to talk about Durant. That shit need a whole separate video. So I'm gonna make a video on Durant, man. I don't want to talk about him right now, but I do know Tyler Kolek, man. The Knicks seem like the offense, they play a lot better under Kolek. It seemed like they run the system. It seems smooth. You know what I mean? Kylie Kolick, he seemed to get the ball wherever it needs to go, and he get it there when it needs to get there. Like, he runs the offense very, very efficiently. I know he's kind of small, but so is Alvaradi. Alvaradi, that's his name. So is he. You know what I mean? And they're both kind of similar. He's not as aggressive as Alvaradi. You know, Alvaradi get a lot of steals and things of that nature. He know how to pressure the ball a lot. But Kolick can run that offense, man. And they got to find him some playing time. Some way, somehow, they got to find him some playing time, because there's going to come a time, and you know, you can't fit him in. You're going to have to do something with him. And knowing him, he ain't going to want to ride the bench another year, 2 years. You got to do something with Tyler Kolick, man. I like him. I love him as a player. Anyway, man, that's me. That's Boogie. Boogie's Place, Hood Talk, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, man. You know how we do it, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'm out, man. You know how we do it.